Hi everyone, this week I've got a couple Ford products. Perfect timing because Ford keeps killing anything that's not an SUV, so these are pretty much dead after 2020. First up is a Ford Fusion. Rest of the world knows this as a Mondeo. This is a Chinese dealership special. Basically, the only way to get these would have been at a Chinese Ford dealership or on eBay. So like I said, the rest of the world calls this a Mondeo. Only in North America do we know it as the Fusion. This is, the current body style, but again, I think it's 2020 is the last year you can buy a Fusion. These Chinese dealership models have a lot of working features. One, you could actually hear, that is the sunroof sunshade. Pretty neat. You have folding mirrors. Pretty neat. You've got a working gas cap lid, which is almost impossible to ever get these open, but we shall try. There we go. Pretty neat there. We do have metal brake rotors. It's hard to tell. I think these might be painted silver brake rotors. You have an opening trunk with carpeting. You're going to have dog legs for hinges at this price point. Paint's decent. It's metallic paint. Overall quality is not the strong point of these made in China die-cast cars. They're not bad. You do have a scale hood prop, hood strut, which is nice, mixed with dog legs. This would be an EcoBoost 4-cylinder most likely, because this is probably like a titanium trim in America, which would have a 2-liter EcoBoost. You've got carpeting inside, simulated leather, interior's pretty good actually. And you also, the sunroof also tilts open. Again, a lot of features in this. And you have rear opening doors, again, not typical of every sedan die-cast. A little bit of weird paint stuff going on inside the door jamb, but whatever. Retail is a bit tricky. This is $100+ on eBay, but I bought a bunch of these Ford Chinese cars for averaging out $27 each. Certainly at that price, I'm not mad at it. The packaging is pretty nice. You have this slide-out box for packaging. And what's nice is it comes with a screwdriver, which is pretty nice. And the screwdriver is obviously the perfect size to take the screws out from the base, instead of hunting and finding a screwdriver that winds up stripping it, which happens all the time. You do have a base with a bit of a plaque there, and it does also come with a reasonably basic crevice tool, which, again, pretty nice to have all that. Nice packaging. It looks like they kind of cared. It implies that this was not that cheap of a die-cast even at the dealership. Next up, Ford Fiesta. Again, can't buy these in the States anymore. I would have preferred this to be a Fiesta ST, but I don't think anyone makes a die-cast Fiesta ST. Again, another dealership model. I feel like this one's a little bit more low-end. For example, the Fusion has actual springs in the suspension. If you look at the suspension in this, there are no springs. Well, that's fine. Similar features. This does not have folding mirrors. I think by nature they would be stationary on the real car. Paint, I think it might pick up on the camera. The door reads a little darker than the rest of the car. We have painted, actually we've got rear drums, no rear discs on these. And they're painted, not metal. Again, we have dog legs. This probably would have been some kind of, probably 1.6-liter 4-cylinder. These even, I think, got 3 cylinders. I think even the Fusion had a 1.5 3-cylinder offered in America. We do not have carpeting in this one. Seats are not quite as convincing. The sunroof does not open like on the Fusion. We do have rear opening doors. So again, this is probably more of a value priced diecast. The trunk does open. The rear partial shelf does lift up. No carpeting in this trunk. Packaging, again though, we do get a crevice tool. You do not get a screwdriver in this one. This is just basic enclosed packaging, no window box. Again, on eBay, I don't know, that's hard to find. It's probably a $60, $70, $80 car, plus you can spend $30 on shipping. So again, $27. Not mad at that price. I won't bore you guys next week with more of these Chinese Ford cars. I'll try and sprinkle them out. I think we'll do some Porsche content next week. Everyone have a good one. Like and subscribe.